combination of a bunch of different things. It's lemons, limes, crushed garlic, the pepper that I showed you, olive oil. I put just a tiny bit of toasted sesame oil in it, and some honey, and salt, citrus salt mix. So you notice with the citrus, it already starts to cure the meat, right? So it looks partially cooked, but the proteins have started to coagulate a little bit. But of course, we're gonna heat this up nice and crispy on the grill. I don't care for. I like sushi, but when I cook salmon, I like to have it cooked through well, with a bit of a crust and a lot of flavor. And just like a steak, the honey, the combination of the sugar, the salt will give you a good salty flavor, but the sugar, the honey on it will give you a bit of a, not like a crunch, but a outside of the crispier. Oh, you have to see if it's any good though, man. It could just be like, okay, that was really mediocre.
And at the end of the year, and for like anyone in the town that wanted to fund a project, and our project was like an end of the year celebration, kind of like back to normalcy thing for everyone at the school. So we could like, get food.
Heavy duty aluminum,
I'm sure once
which I prefer to use for this kind of thing. So it doesn't, so it's sturdier for this kind of thing.
Like, pretty good, real good, not very good.
I mean,
disappointing or what?
It's tricky, right? Like, I think students have cut the teachers a lot of slack this year, which is really good. But for the most part, I've been really impressed. Like, stealing and doing all sorts of simulations, and like we haven't been able to do that at all. But she's been preparing us for the exam and finding online things we can do and actually keep it relatively interesting because it is physics, law, and math.
Basic stovetop potatoes, but our kids love them.
People would call them and they'd be like, "Oh, my audio is breaking up."
It breaks off on its own if you pick a spot low, like that.
Yeah, exactly.
Everybody go out and run around your house 10 times.
So like for that, it's not required, but for like, math and English and the classes where the teacher wants to know we're engaged. Right, it is a 2-pronged.
It's a glaze.
On the video.
Oh, that'd be cool. I don't know.
All right. And then I'm going to add a little extra honey just because I can. So I've got a little lime sticking around here.
5.1.
Just put this in like this here, so it's kind of got a little bit of sticky, little citrus, a little salt, and oil. So when we're going to put this on high flame on the grill right before we eat. So we'll kind of sear these quickly, get them blackened a little bit, and then just serve them alongside the.
Oh, really?
Serve them alongside the salmon.
And then an asynchronous.
You've already gone hybrid on it.
No.
So you want to come inside? We'll make a ginger garlic apricot sauce. It's in hoisin sauce. Empty out. There's a lot of different brands, but I just grabbed one thing.
Conference where we did an article I would of that first page and just be like, yeah, this is how.
On the slate, nothing on the plate.
Nice.
Pieces.
Oh, good. Maybe some trips.
Yeah, we have very useful. It's just, maybe they're just being nice. They're very nice people, but
I use all this.
When we get together on one day a week for this sort of workshop. And
That's ginger.
Ginger, yeah, squeezed ginger.
Think about that as well, about building in
A couple months from you gotta finish the darn PhD and then sort of what are his dissertations? I don't know if you're aware of this, right? Rutgers has an archive of all.
So once those are weighed, we'll coat each of them respectively with one of these sauces and let it kind of glaze bacon on the grill. Yogurt, Greek yogurt. Chop some dill here.
Outward Bound the last 2 weeks of July.
Kind of crunchy.
And Dave and I may take off camping
The Greek term for dill and Greek yogurt sauce.
I see a lot of kids come from AU and GW.
Yeah.
which is actually not the best sign that they have to
Yeah,
make
that is
transfer
not
package.
actually the
What
best.
educations look like, right? Classes,
yeah.
And what do you think?
Very soft.
Really?
Late.
Are you better than X-Bars that we do
Well,
here?
you know, we have a pretty good 1-2 punch with our X-Bars and 201. Right? Not too many state use what they do in the class. Definitely makes me think highly of GW.
Okay, so there's kind of a quick and dirty.
Cam is city, I think he calls it tzatziki sauce.
Tzatziki is a Greek term for it. This is not anything super authentic at all, but it's just cucumber, dill, and Greek yogurt.
It's hard to say.
So it's hard.
Sounds like a place.
So I mean, nothing is super far
Yeah,
away.
so it's gonna be kind of mild. Often this would have a lot of fresh crushed garlic, but I'm gonna let the garlic in the salmon marinate and the glaze speak for itself.
He's like, yes, I definitely am thinking about
Many
that.
grad school he goes.
Yeah. A lot of them are keeping that, but the standardized test, the ACT and the SAT are now being offered, so it's now kind of coming back.
This one's pretty good. It's gonna need a little more. It's gonna be quite done on the bottom, but that's okay because we're gonna spatula the skin off the skin.
Okay.
So we got our salmon cooking pretty good here. I like to. My preference, it's just a preference, is to. I do like sushi salmon, but I like when I grill salmon to have it cooked pretty through. Start glazing this a little early here. So let's do this one with hoisin sauce. All right. This is where we'll finish it. Thing to do on the inside, you can see she's still a little pink. Now some people like their salmon that way already, which I can totally respect. Certainly, I'll save a little bit for the end as well. But this should cook some of these flavors in, and you can see there's some sauce underneath there too that we might be able to capitalize on when we collect these off the grill. So even if it doesn't wind up great in the end, it looks good now, right? We have these sauces. Now this has up. He's gonna get a yogurt, so it's mild and cool. And these are scallions. These are kind of a pulverized nut powder, but it's peanuts and walnuts and cashews. You've already had this. This is our salsa. There's plenty of citrus to go with it here. We've got our Sam sugar. So here's an example, all right? Yeah, she's cooked through pretty good. I'm gonna get an angle there, maybe kind of under the skin. This is not the most beautiful presentation here, but I'll try and jump up.
Yeah, exactly.
Vanilla. It's it's
Coffee mate.
There is no coffee. Well, there's probably a port somewhere down on the shore. Eating place, and I don't know if this sort of adds to the story. To tour.
Oh wow.
that. Gotta figure out what kind of ice creams we have.
Batter.
I might
This
be
is
pretty
cake
good
batter.
with a banana cream
Yeah,
pie.
cake batter.
Cake batter is my favorite.
There's something
Thomas
strawberry,
Thomas
something.
He sells all this.
She works
Yeah,
there.
and this
You
is
told me
cinnamon
that,
Oreo.
yeah.
Cheesecake strawberry, I think, and there's a
Cheesecake
cookie,
strawberry.
there's a chocolate chip cookie. There's cake batter.
Banana cream pie sounds
Yeah.
really good.
Yeah.
That's also from
Sorry, I haven't heard that thing. That was not very pretty. Homemade cinnamon bread. Pick a flavor. We've got banana cream. One of the pick one that you like.
First, a few down the street, they got it pretty early on through their family.
First of all, the ice cream's great.